Sometimes I wonder what was going through God's mind as he created man. I wonder if during the process he ever stopped to think about the heartache that this race would cause him. It's incredible to imagine this scene, as dust becomes a human being settled into his role to lead and yet still plagued with uncertainty. And so he sleeps, as a piece of himself is whittled into woman and the opportunity for offspring becomes reality. The opportunity for fallacy becomes enticing, but being God, he knew what would happen. He knew that as soon as the prick of temptation pulled a scarlet drop of disobedience from our wandering hands, we would bleed guilty until we sought him to confess. I say we because I am included in this deceit. Thankfully, I do not have to wonder for long what God said that day. After forming galaxies, oceans, and plant life so casually, he took a step back and God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. Forgive me for taking a second to process what that means. Forgive me, but you mean to tell me that God formed each of our fingers knowing that they would be used to bring violence and affliction, and still he said, "It is very good"? He spun our spines into alignment, knowing that some would make others carry the weight of injustice, and still he said, "It is very good"? He gave us a brain with the ability to fathom the knowledge of himself, knowing that we would reject him as a man, and still he said, "It is very good"? He gave power to the tongue that would spit on and curse his own son, and still he said, "It is very good." He made our eyes, knowing that they would become blinded by lust and pride, and still he said, "It is very good." With the foreknowledge of our selfishness, the understanding of our tendencies, and the patience to deal with our inconsistencies, God said, "It is very good." Not because we did anything to deserve it, but because his love knows no limits, and if we but come to a place of humility before him, we become a vessel waiting to be filled by him. Not just good, but holy and sanctified. Not just living, but finally made alive.